I don't know how much fuel we need because it's not shown as Delta V. Like, until I detach, I don't know how much Delta V it has. Right, 2 of its tanks are now full. Do you do disarm release, presumably? 1300 Delta V. $1,300 Delta V is what we have. We need, what, 2,000? We're going to have to refuel the station. It's pre-stage 1. That's probably about 1800 Delta V. Basically grabbing almost all the fuel from the station. We have 4 full tanks now. That's 2,000 Delta V. That's not a lot of wiggle room, if I'm honest. I think we need to take some more for safety. We're going to the moon. At some point, we're going to have to bring fuel back to the station. So this is like borrowing fuel. Right, 2,400 Delta V. That's enough. That's enough to get there, plus some surplus. For the inevitable problems of landing. The thing is, this is no normal aircraft, normal vehicle. Like, this engine is going to deorbit and bring it almost to land. And then somehow, using the RCS for whatever, we need to tilt it. And as it comes down, use these thrusters on the side to stop it from you know, crashing into the moon. And I don't know if these engine thrusters are going to work enough. So we could easily get there and find out we just don't have enough oomph to stop the impact. What can go wrong? An awful lot. Well, some of it's going to come down to like me trying to physically land it, and some of it's going to come down to whether those thrusters can stop it quickly enough. You can always bring more thrusters up and let the engineer add more. By then we'll be on the moon though, and so will the engineer. I've saved that so in case we want to come back to this point here. Because if we need to bring something up to this thing to fix it, it's a good save. I land vertical. Because these thrusters can't land vertically, horizontally. They just won't have the oomph. And also, the center of mass being what it is, these thrusters here will apply a twist in some direction that we can't easily control. Nitro, thank you for a year officially. Right, let's go. What orbit do we want to aim for? I guess the lower down, the less Delta V we'll need. Like 10K? Let's do this. I think it wouldn't have hurt to grab some more propellant from the main station. Oh well. It's solved a lot of problems here. Like, I think we've got further than most people, including myself, expected. Especially when it comes to launching this thing. I think there's a lot of people in chat just going, there's no way you're going to get that to the moon. And yet here we are on the way to the moon. Whether we can land's a different story, but it's not been a bad effort. MechJeb has nothing to do with it, Hayes. Nothing at all. People were saying that we wouldn't get this up without a huge rocket. That's not MechJeb, that's just physics. All MechJeb does is act as an autopilot. So I don't have to keep dragging things around and working out where to intercept. Yeah, that's the other thing, Baz. We could land this thing and then we find out the mining doesn't work because I forgot to put something on the vehicle. You've had to buy this game, Evo. I hope you got it from my Games Planet link. 75% off. The thing is, Hayes, like, I've done the whole manual way of doing it, and it just takes more time. I'd rather focus on building and doing things I want to do in Kerbal than just focus on creating maneuvers. I get that some people love that, but like, I understand how it works. I just can't be bothered doing it. Why is this not executed? There we go. Okay. I guess that's a polar orbit. Yeah. How about no? You can't wait for Kerbal 2. Well, I just messed up our periapsis. Chris, have a good one. We got to get down there and figure out where we want to land. Is it as complicated as it looks? Yes. You get used to it. Right. So we have 1150 delta V. And we're in a stationary zero inclination orbit. So now we've got to figure out where we want to land. How did we turn this thing on again? Resource. I'm trying to remember how we get this thing to display the ore. Yeah, I've heard of Mars Horizon. Toggle overlay, there we go. What are these really weird bands? Is it showing that just so you can see what's going on? Didn't we work out that if we landed this giant crater, it's got a decent amount of ore in it? MJ Smoke, thank you for 21 months. Good evening. How's it treating us? Not too badly. Check your scan set. How? Like, it sort of looks darkish purple there. I can't work out if it's dark around here or not. The North Crater has the highest amount of ore. Were you seeing this? Do you mean this bit? I need to pick a landing spot. When you said the North Crater, I don't know what you mean by that. As far as I can tell, the giant crater here seems to have a decent amount of ore in it. But it's hard to tell if that color is darker than that color. There's no percentage. Wait, switch from monochrome. What? How do you switch it from monochrome? From the survey satellite, right? Activate the Shome biome cheat. Nah. Monochrome inverse heat map. Jeez. That's not as red as that. That's definitely more red than this. That's like a pinkish color to me. That's like warm. Whereas this is like hot. I don't know why that's black. Could be because of lighting. That's true. Yeah, so the way we've got it set is heat map blue is 0%. So anything blue, it's going from cold to hot. So blue to red, isn't it? So this has no ore at all. This has like a little bit. That's none. This has ore in it. How much? Don't know. Inverse. All right, let's just try and land in the big crates. I think we've got enough problems as it is. Trying to get this thing in. I think I could probably do with an action group for the engines, actually. Something I didn't actually sort out. Because we're going to need a way of switching from these engines to these other engines. So if we have... We've already got a bunch of stuff here. So 5 for the main engine. Toggle engine. I presume that'll turn the engine on and off. Then 5 on this. Toggle engine. And 5 toggle engine. You can right click the survey scanner part to toggle the overlay on and off. You can also do other cool things with it. Okay. I think we've got enough information. So if I do staging now, we should now have access to these engines. So if I just turn this off, actually, if I press the 5 key, off. That's off. If I press the 6 key, then it blows up. But it's still off. Why is it still off? Nominal. Off. Main engine is on, I think. I think I just messed up our orbit. Oh well. Rip. That little nudge just brought us in real close. Hmm. That was a great landing. Well done. What a wonderful landing that was. Abort auto land. Let's see. Maneuver planner. Raise the periapsis. So the next apo. New periapsis cannot be higher than the altitude of the burn. Why not? Mistakes were made. I swore I turned that engine back on, but apparently not. I really thought I'd turn that engine back on. Anyway, we've got a 14,000. Right, let's try again. Landing guidance. Here. Delta V 0 again. Is the engine back off? Why is the Delta V 0? It's as if all the staging is completely broken. Now I have all the engines on. God's sake. I think the Delta V calculation's a bit weird, though. It's just gone flying past. Oh, that's perfect. That's going upside down. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? I can't afford to use all that RCS. We'll have nothing left. Right, we have 700 Delta V left. This is less than ideal. Right, abort auto land. I'm gonna take over. Right, F5. Can you twist, please? Oh, you stupid stability thing. Okay, this may not work out so well. Coming in hot. Suicide burn. Incoming explosion.
50, 40, 30, 20,
No!
retard.
Like a glove. Are you kidding me? First time. What are we saying? Oh my god. As I was coming in, I thought, maybe we don't need these other engines. Maybe we can just like... Maybe we can just come in at an angle and just hopefully hit the wheels and hopefully the wheels don't blow up. And the wheels... Oh my god, as if that worked. That's insane. Cannot quick save while moving. I'm trying to stop. Oh, wow. Oh, man. We need to get off this slope, though. I want to go down there somewhere. Oh, jeez. That's well cool. I think I need to adjust the braking force on these things. They're a bit pants by default. There's too much weight. I can't slow down. There we go. We're stopping. Parking brake. F5. Yeah, I've been braking all the way down the hill. Oh, yeah. Of course, I want to deploy these things. I'll probably break those, but hey ho. Look at that. And the lighting as well, look. The LED lights. Wait, why are these lights not on? Oh, they are on. They're just rubbish. Oh, man. That was some concentration coming in then. Alright, set up mining operations down here somewhere. Thank you, Floating Fat Man. I can't believe that. I mean, what am I saying? Yeah, there was never a doubt. I mean, I knew that was going to land. When I designed it, I was like, you know, I'll make it look like I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I know really, you know, I got this, obviously. There was never a doubt. Never a doubt. You can't get Thyrox into Factorio again. Exactly, it was calculated, all of it. We want a reasonably flat area so that other lander vehicles can come here, so this looks like a good spot. This is good. That was smooth. That was a dude. That landing was amazing. Oh my god, the brakes are so bad. Literally max braking right now. Jeez. It does not want to stop. Turn the braking power. 200%. All the brakes. Jeez, man. I don't want to use the rest of the RCS. This a good spot for drilling? There we go. It's not perfectly flat. I guess should probably go over there, really. But then the lander can go there, I guess. I think it's B for brakes, because if you look at this here, if I press the B key, you see how that lights up? So I've been pressing the B key. Let's save it. Miner on the moon. Now this is the bit we've been waiting for. Can this thing actually make fuel? Or was there some major cock up somewhere along the line? Let's extend the radiators. Oh, I didn't know they turned. I didn't know they turned. Why do they turn? I don't want you to turn. Please don't turn. Oh, God. Nobody said they turned 90 degrees. What the heck? Why do you need to do that? Why do you need to turn? Like giant flappy paddles. What's all that about? You can lock rotation. How? How? What with? There's no option here to lock rotation. Oh my god. They have to face opposite the sun. Nobody mentioned any of this during the build. Nobody said that. Nobody was like, you do know that they will turn. Okay, let's deploy the drills. You lock them by warping. Right. Start surface scanner? Harvester? See what happens. Start service harvester. What's the electric doing? Maybe it's doing something. Electric stable. Where's the holding tanks? Oh, we've got ore coming in. We've got some ore coming in. The next thing is, can we actually make some stuff? Start liquid fuel plus oxygen conversion. Core temperature's rising. 1000 Kelvin. Inactive. I think it ran out of ore. I don't know. Maybe. Did it do anything? We've still got ore building up. Do we have to just wait for stuff to build up or what? Maybe it's just stopping because of temperature. Did it make fuel? I mean, it doesn't make fuel very quickly, but it's not really the point. It's filling up the tanks. Is it? You sure? You think the converter is flipped the wrong way? Why does the converter matter which way it goes? It went up from 106 to 107. Let's speed up time. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? We are generating fuel. Look at that. Like a glove. Like a glove. We are making fuel on the moon. I can actually tell it to stop that and then fill up the monopropellant tank. The RCS fuel tank, look. Get all the RCS back. Take that to Elon. F5. We've got an important job to do. Come on, Kerbal. We've got a very... Look at the size of this thing. Not turned off the engines. That would be a safety thing. Manchester. What do you want to call this fuel station? Scout, thank you for 16 months. What do you want to call this thing? Manchester Fuel Station? Manchester Tesco Extra? Manchester Services? I love it. Manchester Services it is. Get your fuel here. 20% sale now on. We've got to do the DFS thing. Yeah, that way you get more people. It's not really on sale, but you know, that's a formality. Should probably put that clamping thing away. Right, how do you get back in? Where's the door? F to grab. B to board. Make sure you get the right pixel. Disarm the grabber. They're off. Main engine's now off. That way it's not going to go flying anywhere. A lot of propellant tanks filling up nicely. As long as we've got sunshine, we've got fuel. Manchester Services is officially born. I will at some point, Simple Trucker. No, the station's not been fixed yet, funnily enough. You see, the next thing that we need to make is the vehicle that is the transfer between here and the station above. That vehicle will have an engineer on it, which will come in and fix the station. Mr. Rascal, thank you for tier 2, 57 months. So look, that monopropellant tank is nearly full. That's insane. There's another one at the back though, isn't there? Look at that. We're almost capped out on the RCS. Yes, we got Lunar Station. That's called Manchester Station. Dutch Fox, this is not intended to go back to space. Ever. This is always intended to be here. Hang on. To stop there. Wait, why have I lost all the options to do this? Monopropellant full, inactive. Okay, how do I change it? I've lost all the menu. Core temperature. It's not that. The core temp should be coming down. Oh, it's because I was time warping, yeah. Okay, got it. There we go. There, we got the fuel again. Sweet. What does it tell us the efficiency, like, of the place that we landed? How much percentage of ore there is here? Science mode. I didn't start monopropellant. Look, we're generating fuel. You can see it. These are full now. Click the drill. Thermal efficiency 100%. Ore ratio 0.191. Ore rate per second. That sounds awfully low. What was it meant to be? Like 0.5 or something? I've got 4 drills. I can't really take any more. There's not enough thermal efficiency for 4. These tanks are completely full. This is filling up, though. That's crazy, man. Look at that. That's like nearly... All the tanks are nearly completely full of fuel. So this is what I was saying about having something else where this thing can just unload fuel into. Like, we could basically come back and land like a giant set of fuel tanks and then just have this thing clamped to it and just putting its fuel into that. So we have like a proper service station. Because this now can't do anything else. Like, that's it. It's shut down, isn't it? It's done. That is now completely and utterly filled up. Yeah. Did I have a key for this? What was the problem with the action groups is you can't remember what key you mapped what to. Toggle the drill is on 10. There we go. That's it. You could leave again. You've got 2,000 Delta V. Baz, imagine, like, to take this off, what you'd have to do is power your way to one of them hills and then just go boink. Let's see. Manchester services opens. Well, this is never meant to take off, Baz. Let's find out what happens if I do. So we'll put the small engines on. I remember the thrust to weight ratio just being not enough. But we'll see what happens. There you go. It's max thrust. No way. It like literally moved it off its suspension. Look. Power set. Oh, we didn't want that. We didn't. That's not a good approach, is it? Oh, my life. Drow69, thank you so much. 20 subs. Jeez, that woke me up. 20 subs gifted. That's so generous, Drow. Thank you very, very much. Can we get some squirrel gift in chat for Drow, please? And if you're lucky enough to get a sub, please give Drow a massive thank you. Thank you for the support. Loads of new subs. Don't forget to jump in Discord later. That was loud. Oh yeah, that woke everybody up. It deserves to be loud. Lots of new subs though. You've got loads of emotes to use now. Thank you. Thank you, Drow. I'm going to try and aim up a slightly less aggressive... Like maybe that hill there, if we can turn around. Oh, what we need is to get enough speed without actually leaving the ground, you know, if you see what I mean. So just hit the hill and then go up. Man, this thing is heavy. This thing is heavy. Trouble is when you turn RCS on, you stop losing the ability to turn properly. Combine main engines with thrust. They're not enough to lift the rocket, those little engines. Not by a long shot. This thing is huge. It's a rover. Yeah, it's a mining rover. It's a refueling rocket. Oh, that's not good. Just aim for this ridge. Oh. That's a lot of pieces.
I think I broke something.
That's a lot of pieces.
That rocket went bloosh, bloosh, bloosh. Rocket car.
The problem is, because they had those little thrusters on, as soon as they went full throttle, they started lifting the rover as well, and the whole thing just started turning. Anyway, it's done its job. Let's go back to the Space Center. So what do we do? Do we do the transfer thing or the big tank thing? For the big tank, if we try and land big tanks there so we can store up a lot of fuel. That was loud. Yup. Explosions are quite loud. It needs to be something that can deorbit itself and land I reckon we could have like a flat surface tank underneath and just have side thrusters. So it just lands flat on the tank, effectively. Fuel silo with a landing pad on top. I did think about landing pads, but we don't need them. The idea is that this thing can come over to you and just refuel you. How do you connect the big tank and the rover to transfer fuel? The rover has a claw, and all it needs to do is just literally claw into anything, and it can just transfer fuel. Well, we'll make it stable. I'll tell you. I'll show you how. Let's start off with a... Do we want to go in manned or unmanned? Kind of want it to be unmanned, really. Let's go in with the... Build a tanker to refuel the ISS. How big are the tanks we've got? Did we get the biggest tanks yet? You see, they're quite hefty. Does it have to go there in one unit? Ideally. It's going to be quite a hefty beast, this. I'm not going to lie. See? If you land that, that's stable. And don't forget, these tanks are going to be empty. Like, we're not going to have these full of fuel. Because they're going to get refueled when they get there. All this thing needs is enough fuel to land. These are 40 tons each. But when you take the fuel out, I don't know, is that 40 tons including fuel or dry weight? Yeah, the mass is now 22 tons. So that was fully loaded. 22 tons without any fuel. We're not going to fit it into fairing at all. There's no way. No way we're fitting this into any fairing. But what it does need is the ability to land itself. So we need radial kind of mounted engines. It's all about imagination. That's why I love it. Right, the thud in a vacuum, 120 kilonewtons. That's not bad. That's 20. So these are quite powerful. Side-mounted engine. It's probably the best we've got. Right, why don't we have any calculation yet, I wonder? It's just because we got no fuel. Right, thruster weight of 0.6 on Kerbal. On the moon, however, 4.2. So that, as it stands, can land itself. No problem. That's like 3,000 Delta V on board. Put the weight in the outer tanks here. Ignore the inner tank. Gives you more stability. You put some spring legs on it to even the surface. I don't know how you're gonna even it though. Gonna take off full tanks to the moon. Don't know yet, so put it on a launcher and figure it out. It's gonna need to have lids on this. It's gonna need to have solar panels and batteries and things like that. All the boring stuff. But those engines are good enough for that. That's the main thing. We just got to make sure we need something to transfer it over. Let's assume that can land itself effectively, because it has like 3,000 delta V. That's more than enough to land. Structural, aerodynamic. Got anything flatter? Nah. These aren't big enough. I wanted this, but not like shaped like that. I suppose it looks kind of cool.